evolution of sound.
Beep, beep. What's up, ninjas? My name is Sam World, and I'm here with Jayden Jaxx. What's up, dude?
What's up?
So, for those people who don't know who you are, can you give us a brief introduction?
Yeah, sure. Okay, my name is Jayden Jaxx. I'm 90 years old. I'm coming from Holland, based in Hoorn, like on top of the Netherlands. And I've been producing for over like quite 8 years right now.
Oh wow!
So I've been in the game for pretty while, and I'm actually last year I've managed to sign 2 tracks on funk and 2 tracks on revealed, official remix for my buddy Rios, and about to killing the game in 2017.
Oh man, that's how you know good shit's coming. Good shit's coming. So, so cool. So, how did you begin producing? Like, what made you wanna get started?
I guess it was like I guess everyone has the same answer. You probably saw, like in my case, I saw it was like Hardwell doing this interview. I was just like the creative guy. I was drawing and kind of stuff, and always being creative. And at a moment, I just started listening to some like really to music. I discovered SoundCloud. Like not for like producing or uploading stuff, but more like listening and stuff and discovery. And I discovered like Hardwell and Chesto and the whole dance scene. And like at some point I came at that point where I told myself like I want this too. So I just searched up some software, ended up finding FL Studio. It was like FL Studio 8 at that moment, and still using it though, and still satisfied with it.
Oh, okay. So like everyone else, were you producing anything beforehand though, like hip hop or something?
It was like the super simple whoop 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 3x oscillator stuff,
Okay.
like the simple stuff, kind of dubsteppy. I was listening to Skrillex a lot, but I didn't have the skills far, But I was trying and struggling, but like hard work pays off, and just keep practicing.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, like even with Skrillex, dude, I'm thinking back in the day, like they used to accuse him of using samples. Like he wouldn't make the sounds in his music; it was all sample. Like he would buy sample packs with the dubstep wobbles, like the wom 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 and all that, and he would like chop them off. Like that's where most of his music came from, supposedly, according to the Anjuna Beats forum. But that's just a fun fact. Those guys are always talking shit in there. All right, so we know a little bit about you. So tell us, you say you were signed to Funk. You had 2 tracks there. You have 2 tracks in Revealed. How did you manage to get it signed? Like how did you go from this kid in his bedroom to getting the attention of these guys?
Well, that's like the most fun story I get to tell in like my career from now on. It's like I used to make a lot of bootlegs, and that's like my number one tip to get your name out. Like just if you're on a proper level producing, just start making bootlegs of like super poppy singles. Like for instance, for now on, like the DJ Snake and Justin Bieber track. Just bootleg that, put it up SoundCloud, send out promos, and hope for the best. And I made this Jungle Bay bootleg, and it got played out by Steve Angelo the whole summer. And it was like the summer of 2015.
Wow!
And it was like what time was it? It was super late. It was like 4 a.m. I don't know what I was doing, why I wasn't sleeping, but somehow I got like a Twitter follow notification, I saw Hardwell, and at Hardwell, the fan pages, so I wasn't really like, oh, that's the Hardwell, So I looked it up, and it got like fucking 3 million followers. I was like, what the fuck, this legit, right? And before I could actually like get hyped, he sent me like a DM, like, yo, dude, your tracks are sick. Do you wanna make a track for Revealed? So that's such a funny story, and I love telling it still. So I made this track, Firewall. It was like the first demo I sent. It was like that was like the first hit was like clear, and yeah, there it started actually. Like Firewall was my first release on like Revealed, and from there on, like everything like got easier because your name got out, and people get to know you, and labels get to know you, you know.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the thing, dude. I've had a couple of artists, you know, you already know, interviewing here, Kevu, all these guys. Do you believe? Okay, and this is, you know, like, do you believe that someone can get signed sending a demo through a promo email without them knowing who you are, without them ever hitting you up? You think it can happen, or have you met anyone?
Well, I'm not sure if I met anyone, but yeah, I'm pretty sure if you have like a good story, like what I'm saying, like a good story, like more like if you have like a unique sound, a proper level of producing, and like what most people forget is that you're not like a one-day hit guy, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just like probably if you send like a huge track, like if you're super unique, probably the labels won't sign the very first track at the beginning yet, because like most of the time they give you like a response, yo, cool track, can we play it in Hardwell Air?
Oh,
or like
okay.
And for like a Revealed example. And if you send a track like a week later with like the same level and still unique sound, they see that you're consistent, and then they will like start discuss about signing your tracks. That's how I think it goes.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense though. I mean, I made a video, how do you get signed to any record label, and I was like, if you send something in and they do check it out, they're not gonna sign it unless you can prove that you can deliver every single time. You know, it wasn't just a one hit, or you got lucky with the master chain or some bullshit, you know. Never know. All right, cool, man. So we talked a little bit about this marketing side, who you are. Awesome, guys. Make sure to follow the guys we interview. It always helps them out. Show them support. Now let's get into the fun stuff. So you already told us you produce in FL Studio. You know, like I'm here like crying because, you know, I use Ableton, but why? What do you like more about FL Studio? Like, what's your favorite thing about it, you would say?
Yeah, it's super like starter friendly, you know. That was what I was searching for at the beginning. Like I told you, like I started 8 years ago, and the first DAW I actually saw was Ableton. I thought like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? And it was like harder to find proper tutorials for Ableton than Fruity Loops.
Oh shit.
So I was like, okay, Fruity Loops is the thing right now, so I'm gonna focus on that. And sometimes I consider like switching to Logic or Ableton, but like Fruity Loops feels safe for me, and I know how everything works. I know where everything is, so like I don't feel such a big need to switch actually.
Awesome, dude. That's cool though. I mean, yeah. I mean, why would you switch? I mean, like unless you want to collab, like in that sense. But you can always send the stems. Okay, so FL Studio, it's very starter friendly. If you'll say that's awesome. So, I'm sure you're using synthesizers. What synthesizer have you used the most? I know like it's hard to pick a favorite one, but which one would you say have you used the most, like out of all the ones you have?
I always like, I work pretty fast at the beginning, like make a quick draft, because this is like a creative process, and you want to work out everything as quick as possible.
Exactly.
So my go-to actually is Nexus, because the sounds that come from the Nexus are super fat already, and like if you compare a Nexus sound or a Nexus lead to like a for instance silent lead, like so most Nexus leads are already like layered inside the Nexus plugin, so you already have like a proper sound, so it's easier to work out a first draft, you know.
Yeah. So
that's my go-to.
Yeah, for that. Do you find yourself like, because I always say this to people as well, like literally when you start off, like people are always against using samples or presets and shit, and I'm always like, well, to be honest, I mean, who the fuck is gonna be making leads when you're composing a track out? You're gonna lose the magic pretty much, you know. Like That's why I'm like always telling people like, come on, like that's too harsh. Like, what the fuck? Make your own lead. I'm like, but yeah, I totally know where you're coming from with the Nexus stuff. Ralph bought Nexus. He helped me make one of the packs, Ralph Cowell. And yeah, he was like, dude, everything in here is so fucking like fat and like, what the fuck? This is cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally get you. Do you think it's hard though, getting a unique sound out of Nexus?
Yeah, because like there aren't like a lot of tweak options.
Mm-hmm.
Like mostly, like if I start off with a Nexus, I always end up with like a bunch of other layers from Silent or Virus, you know.
Yeah.
That's like just Nexus for like the quick draft and make it like personalize it with like your own patches from Silent and that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, I guess Nexus could be like the main synth, but then you could layer it with, like you said, like Virus, Spire, Silent, and all that cool stuff. Awesome. Do you have any synth very unorthodox, like not a popular one that you use, or are you using the main like Spire, Silent, and Massive Serum like everyone else?
I use Hive as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Heard of it?
Yeah, Yuhi. I remember. I say Yui. But yeah, I remember it came out, and I wanted to do tutorials, but it didn't really like get big like that, like Serum did. You know, Serum fucking like blew up compared to.
No,
Hive.
that's the funny thing about Hive. The sounds that come out of Hive, it's like it feels like a Silent, bit different, but like there's a whole different character to it, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you track footage with Maddox, like I discovered Hive at Maddox's place. I was with him in the studio, and he has like that Hive plugin. I was like, what the hell is this, you know? Or like Omnisware, Hive. He has all those strange plugins, and he kind of like toured me around through Hive, and it's actually a decent plugin. So
yeah. It is. Yuhi actually makes really good stuff, and like they have Diva, they have Basil, all these, but Hive is like I consider it, they're trying to compete with Silent One, obviously, but yeah, it's way better than Silent One since it was made like way ahead, because Silent One came out in 2008 or something, but yeah, dude, it's crazy. All right, so talked a little bit about the synths. When it comes to producing, what comes first for you, the drop or the break? Like,
yeah, like I don't know. It's mostly what I have in mind. If I feel like making a drop, I'm making a drop. If I feel like making a break, I'll make a break. Like I even sometimes start like with like some beats for an intro, you know.
Oh, okay. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't do that, man. I can't make a fucking intro and like expect the track to come out. Like usually, if I make a break, it's like, all right, from the break you already have the idea for the drop, and it's so much easier to transition. And if you make a drop, for me, it's harder to make a break because sometimes, you know, the break and the drop are like totally different styles. Yeah. All right, cool. So, you know, you said that. How do you know a drop works? That's a good question. Like how do you know it's for sure good? Like you're like, this shit's sick, you know, like you get hyped, and like beat your chest and shit, like pum pum pum.
Well, like you probably know if a track works. Like you have to feel it yourself, exactly. But like ask around for feedback. That's like my main thing. You know if a track works, if it works for others as well. You know, like you could be in your studio. Like I'm reading a book right now about the creativity process. You know, and they say like you can be in your own studio like working, and it's like all fine because you're on your own and you can just go on. But you only have like one. You only have like one piece of air, you know, and the drop can sound good to you, but like if you're like not sure but you think it's good, like just send it out and accept the feedback you get, you know.
Yeah. So, or do you have like these guys, let's just say like super big guys that give you feedback by any chance? I'm just curious, like, you know, like you have let's just say valuable people that, you know, they're in the scene that if they tell you, oh, it's good, you're like, fuck yeah, you know, like that's it.
Yeah, but I actually find everyone's feedback valuable because everyone has like everyone has their own taste, you know.
Yeah,
and that's important. If everyone with like a different taste, kind of likes your sound, then it's good, you know.
Okay.
But like if to answer your question, I talk with Case sometimes, you know. He's doing super well. Maddox, of course, he's a super good friend of mine. Talking with a lot of funk artists.
Okay.
We're like in a group chat with each other and just spamming each other with links and just feedbacking each other, you know.
What's up, dude?
But yeah, that's kind of cool.
Exactly. See, guys, work together. All right, so we're almost out of time. I want to get one last question in. I think it's the most important one. Is there something you learned? Like there was some little technique, maybe it was sidechaining properly or reverbing properly. One little trick that you found that changed your sound from like crap to like boom. You know, you were like up there, like you started sounding more professional.
Yeah, it was like we had this day at Hardwell studio with like I'm signed to his publisher.
Yeah.
And like I was always producing too loud, you know. I was always pumping everything to the mixer, and he said like you have to see your mixing spectrum like a triangle. Like the more you fill it up, the thinner your space gets.
Yeah.
It's like, but why doesn't sound my tracks that good, you know? Like not wide or everything sounds squeezed. That was like because I just worked too loud and nothing had space in the spectrum and blah blah blah. So I actually started to work like quieter.
Okay.
And that kind of helped.
Just working quieter. That's a good one though. I mean, when he was telling you about the triangle thing, was he talking about like elements in your song? Because I mean, one of the things I teach on my channel is, and I live by this. It's like you have to place everything properly, and the more shit you add in your track, the more leads, the more layers, the more shit you have to place in that triangle. You get me? Was he talking about that, or was he just talking about like, oh, you can't produce fucking loud, like have your volume all the way up?
I guess both, but
because that triangle thing makes more sense when it comes from that perspective, where it's like placing everything in the mix, have your kick mono, your bass mono, then your leads wide and stuff like that. I think
it's more a thing like if something is too loud, it fills up the whole spectrum, you know.
Oh, okay.
If you want to get a perk underneath, your whole perk will get like squeezed down.
I got you. So when you go into the mastering phase, if you have like shit super loud, like it's gonna get squished pretty much. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, at the end I squish everything. Yeah. Like, but then it gets squished properly, you know.
Yeah, now. So I mean, this is the last question for sure. I just wanted to ask you can answer it, you don't have to. When you got signed to Funk, or when you got signed to Revealed and stuff, did they end up using your final mix and master, or did you have to send it out to another person, like some guy they have? But this is usually what happens with labels. You know, you have to send it out to this company and they mastered it for you. Like, you know.
I never actually send my tracks to like a third party person, but I know Firewall got mastered by Hardwell.
Oh shit.
And Voltage did pretty well on his own. Like Maddox is a sick master chain, and he did that. And Tango on Funk got mastered by Danik, and everything else just mastered by me.
Awesome, yeah. See, that's awesome. Yeah, I think Sack told me that W&W were the ones who mastered some of his tracks as well from Main Stage. So that's awesome. Lets us know, you know, because a lot of people are always like, you know, they're always like, you know, oh, I need to have a good mix and master. But I think if the idea is there, a lot of the times the labels will actually, they would provide a good master for you as well.
Yeah, like
obviously.
Mixing and mastering is like a whole different thing, you know.
Yeah, it is.
You can be creative and not be technical at the same time, you know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's why you have like third-party master guys.
Yeah, you know, that's what I tell people. Focus on one thing. You know, gladly I have the chance to focus on everything, but you know, that's what's up.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Jayden, for accepting the interview. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything you want to say before we finish?
Yeah, keep grinding and keep learning and keep watching Sandsworth tutorials.
This is like when you guys perform live, that's what you're like. And I'm like when I'm interviewing you guys and you guys say watch my channel, like I'm like shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, just keep them going. Keep them going,
man. All right, thank you so much, Jayden. Appreciate it. And that's gonna be it, guys. Make sure to follow Jayden Silent Funk. Go check out his tracks now, and if you like them, if you want to support his stuff, you know where to do it. I'll leave the links in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have an amazing day. Woorah.